Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hankster's Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. Where we own all of our vehicles, we are not a consignment dealership. During the next 7 to 8 minutes of this video presentation, we are going to go over our buying process. So if you're already familiar with our process or you've watched our videos in the past, please feel free to fast forward to today's vehicle presentation. In Daytona Beach, we have a 25,000 square foot facility where we house 60 to 70 collector cars, all of which we own. Hanksters.com. We are an internet-based business. We have 80 to 100 photographs on our website of each vehicle, along with a 20 to 25 minute video presentation. The reason we have this content on our website is because the majority of the transactions we conduct month after month and year after year are done sight unseen. Yes, people wire us money for $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 cars without ever coming to look at them. However, I do not encourage that you do this. Classic cars, they're awesome, nostalgic, have great looks, get a lot of compliments, a lot of eyeball, a lot of appeal. But they're 30, 40, 50-year-old cars. They are not that brand new car that you're going to go get from your Ford or Dodge dealer or Chevrolet dealership. They all have flaws, deficiencies, weaknesses, tendencies, some of which we try to disclose in our video presentation and in our photos on our website. I encourage you to come in person to check out the car for yourself. We would gladly pull the car outside for you. You can check out the paint condition, interior condition, real good out in the natural light. You can pop the hood, you can pop the trunk, look the car over real good with your own eyes. We have 2 twin post lifts here in our Daytona showroom. We'd be more than happy to put the car in air for you if you'd like us to. You can check out the undercarriage, the suspension components, the bottom of the motor, the bottom of the transmission, the floor pan condition, the tire condition. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how the car stops, starts, steers, accelerates, how the transmission shifts, how the ride feels, if there's any noises you don't like, if there's any kind of vibrations or anything like that you do not like. This way, when the vehicle shows up to you wherever you're at in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car for yourself in its entirety. In our photo shoots and in our video presentations, we try to represent each vehicle as honestly and as accurately as we possibly can and offer full transparency. However, we can only cover so much content in a 20-minute video presentation, and this is why we encourage you guys to come in person and check the car out for yourself. What happens next? Once you decide on your classic ride, where do we go from here? If you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank and bank wire transfer. And if you're coming to visit us in person, you want to bring us cash, we'll take that too. That does still spend today, believe it or not. Maybe you don't have the cash to buy one of these cars. What are my financing options? We work with a few different collector car lenders that offer terms on these vehicles. The terms start at 5 years and they go up to 15 years. Approval is going to be based on your credit bureau, debt to income ratio, time on the job, time at your residence, price of the car, things like that. I discussed 15-year term. They aren't going to do 15 years on a $25,000 car. There is price cutoffs for that 15-year approval, and obviously you have to qualify on the credit end. The loans from the lenders are simple interest loans, which means if your payment's $500 a month and you pay $800 a month, the extra $300 goes towards principal. Also, no prepayment penalty. So if you get approved for an 8-year term, which is about the average approval term, and you pay it off in 12 months, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. So that makes it nice to own one of these classics also. Short-term money loans, you can do that. And then you can pull money out of your home equity line or your 401k or pull cash out of the bank, whatever the circumstances that you have are. Once the vehicle is paid for, what happens? The car goes through a pre-delivery inspection process. We sell old cars. Anything can stop working, anything can start leaking at any given moment. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. We torque the lug nuts, we check the tire pressure, we check the fluid levels, make sure the AC is blowing cold if it's equipped, make sure your brake lights work, your horn works, your wipers work, all of that stuff. Once it's green lighted and the guys say it's good to go, then we detail it. After it goes through detail, a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipping. We can typically have a truck here within 48 hours. However, If you're in a more rural or remote destination, or a holiday falls in there, or maybe you're on the West Coast where they do fewer runs because of obviously the travel distance, it may take 3, 4, 5 business days to get a truck here, but I promise you, we know you're excited to get your ride. We are excited we earned your business as a customer. We will get you your vehicle as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. If you're the one handling the shipping, let's say you're sending your own carrier, or you're coming with your own enclosed or open transport, or you're driving the car home because you're close enough, we'll let you know when the vehicle is ready and you can come pick the vehicle up. That about covers our purchasing process here at Hankster's Hot Rods of Daytona. So let's get started with today's vehicle presentation. 1969 Chevrolet Chevelle is what we have to present to you at Hankster's today. This one is a big block car, and it has power steering and power brakes. Let's check it out. 396, lots of chrome, chrome intake, chrome valve covers, chrome brake booster, chrome master cylinder cap. A lot of chrome going on underneath there. The chrome brake booster does mean, obviously, the car has power brakes. There is your power steering reservoir, meaning the car has power steering. And the 396 designation on the air cleaner is accurate. Blue car, pretty nice car paint-wise. The paint on the hood here and the top of the fender is in really nice condition. It does have a little dimple here. It's a tiny little, let me find it. I can't even see it barely. Okay, so there's 2 tiny little dimples right here. It's probably where something was underneath the hood and somebody shut something on it because it's from the inside up. They're very faint, but they are there, so when you get the car, I want you to be aware of it so that you're not calling saying, you never told me about that. SS396 designation up front on the grill. The grill itself looks to be in good shape. And the same thing with the front bumper. The front bumper chrome, no rusting or pitting, chrome peel, no rust around the bumper bolts, anything like that going on. Let's take a look at the driver's side of the car. Aftermarket wheels, they are in good shape. They look to be newer. A lot of new stuff on this car that you'll see throughout the presentation. Control arms are new underneath when we're doing the undercarriage presentation. Wheels look to be new. Exhaust looks to be fairly new. A lot of new stuff, a lot of new components on this car. The front fender, pretty nice condition. Paint-wise, same thing with the stripe that continues on the body line, continues down the body line of the car onto the front fender, the driver door, and then of course the rear quarter. There is a little dent right there as well. Again, it's small, not sure if you can see it in the video presentation, but it is there. Wheel opening moldings, real nice shape. Like I told you, aftermarket wheels look to be newer. Definitely no pitting in the chrome, no rusty lug nuts. Tires are not even a year old. The wheels, real nice shape, no curb rash, anything like that. Paint on the driver's side front fender down low there is in nice condition. Glass clarity. Let's take a look at the glass clarity throughout the entire vehicle. First, starting with the front windshield, in real nice shape up here. No issues in terms of any kind of chips or cracks. Molding, chrome molding that encompasses the front windshield looks to be in pretty good shape. Looking through the front windshield onto the dash pad, that looks to be in pretty nice condition as well. Single mirror on the driver's side. If you want to buy the car and you decide you want a passenger side mirror, we can accommodate that either as part of the deal, or you can pay us to put it on depending on what price point you're buying the car at. Window glass, door window, rear quarter window, all in pretty nice shape. Clarity's pretty good. The body stripe that runs, like I said, down the entire vehicle on the driver's side, all in nice shape. It's not peeling, it's not cracking, it's not faded. Let's take a look at the bottom of the driver door and the rear quarter. In front of the rear tire area. Nothing going on down there, no issues. Chrome on the door handle looks to be pretty good, looks newer again. When was this car painted? We don't know. When was the motor rebuilt? Don't know. Anytime we have any of that information, such as drivetrain rebuilds, paint jobs, anything major done to the car, we try to provide that to you guys in the video presentation. We don't have any of that for this particular vehicle. Driver's side door panel looks to be in good shape. No warping at the bottom, no tears in the armrest. Vinyl up top here looks to be good. No peeling of the chrome off of the door there that they have a tendency to do at times. How about the back seat? Let's check that out. Rear seat belts. Vinyl in the back seat looks to be in good shape. Back carpet condition here looks good. No heavy stain. It's not a new carpet. No heavy staining, discoloration, or tears. However, you can tell it's not a brand new carpet. The seat condition does have a little bit of, somebody may have switched the front seats over. Does have a little bit of like a crack to it here on the driver's side when exiting occurs. However, no rips or tears or anything like that going on, just some faint cracks in the black. Chevelle floor mat on the driver's side here. Carpeting underneath the floor mat in pretty decent condition. Again, not brand new. There is a little bit of discoloration, but nonetheless not too bad. You can see up there by the center console, carpeting's not torn or heavily discolored, anything like that. Looks like once again a newer steering wheel. 3-spoke Chevy emblem in the center. Black rubber with your silver ring going in the center of the black rubber. Dome light illuminates when we open up the driver door. There are a few tears, small tears in the headliner that I'll show you when we do our test drive presentation, because you'll probably be able to see them in the still photos, but we'll show it to you on the test drive presentation because you're not really going to be able to see it in here. Drip rail moldings in real nice shape. Paint on the top of the roof in real nice shape. Real smooth. There's no issues up there in terms of bubbling or any kind of debris in the paint or any kind of, in Florida here we have a lot of humidity, so if people are painting cars, it's easy to get humidity, water texture onto the metal surface prior to it being painted. How about the rear quarter of the car? Down here low behind the wheel. No issues, no bubbling, blistering, anything like that going on. There is also a tiny little dent right here on the car. Once again, very faint, but is there. And then there's a tiny little scratch here on the rear quarter. The rear windshield, real nice shape. Seat back, you can see in good condition. Your hat rack area, speaker shelf, whatever you want to call it, in nice shape. Deck lid, the paint on the deck lid and the top of the rear quarters, once again, no issues there. Overall, the paint on this car is in pretty nice condition. We just got a couple dents and dings to contend with. Rear bumper quality looks to be real good. Chrome tips coming out of your dual exhaust. SS396 on the rear valance of the vehicle. Let's take a look in our trunk, see what we got going on in there. Trunk mat in good shape, no jack, no spare. No issues with the trunk pan whatsoever. In good condition. Passenger side. Let's check that out. Body lines on this car are really nice. Rear quarters, both of them are nice and straight. Both doors nice and straight. They line up good. They shut flush to the rear quarters, to the front fenders. They're not rubbing on the front fender. The rear quarters low there, in nice condition. No paint issues there. The black stripe, by the way, this black stripe, in case you're wondering, is vinyl. So, it's not paint and it's not cleared over. So, but the black vinyl is not peeling off the car. It's not heavily cracked or faded. I have made the statement a few times about the wheels and tires. They are, my guess would be, since the tires are 22, I would just venture to say that the wheels were probably put on then too. I mean, they really look brand new and we didn't put them on the car, so in real nice shape. Drip rail moldings on the car, fantastic. The chrome looks good on the car too. Drip rail moldings look newer, door handles look newer, front and rear bumpers look newer. So you got a lot of new components on this vehicle. Door panel, passenger side, real good shape. Once again, no issues. You can see the bottom of the door panel is not warped. The armrest isn't torn. Top of the door panel isn't torn. It's vinyl up there. Take a look at your passenger side seat. That's in good shape. You got the heavy-duty Chevelle floor mats in there. Center console staple shifter car. Got some aftermarket gauges going on. We'll take a test drive and figure out if those work or not. Bottom of the passenger door. No paint issues at all. Glass clarity, like I made the statement. The passenger side door glass, the passenger side quarter glass, they are also in real nice condition. SS badge there on the passenger side front fender. Those look new too. You know, the white has a tendency to want to peel over time. This has all their white inside the S there, 396 badge. The wheel opening moldings on all four corners of the car are in nice condition, installed properly. No bubbling, blistering, anything funky going on behind that front wheel on the passenger side. 1969 Chevelle. So we got great chrome presentation, real nice paint presentation. Glass clarity on the car is fantastic. Like I said, we pointed out a couple dents for you, as you can probably come to expect with a car that is as old as this one. But overall, pretty nice car. Let's put it up in the air. We'll check out the undercarriage. I'll show you the new components there that I spoke of, and then we will take it on a test drive and see how the vehicle runs out. 1969 Chevelle. Disc brakes up front. Let's walk on past the cross member and take a look at the front of the motor. First front seal, good shape. Pan, freeze plugs, all that looks good. Same thing on the passenger side of the pan, looks good. Once you pass the cross member, not really much you can see. You got a big bulky starter in your way on the passenger side here, and then on the driver's side, you got a header, oil filter, and you can see a little bit of pan gasket up there, but it looks good. Doesn't look like any motor leaks at this time. Headers look to be in good shape. I don't see any spots where the suspension components have rubbed holes into them, or they're caved in or dented in, or sometimes headers sit low, hang low, so they get a little bit of road rash there. Nothing going on this car, any of those. The frame rails look good, both driver and passenger side. Let's take a look at our tranny pan. Gasket looks good all the way around. The tail shaft seal you cannot really see because of the cross members in the way. The speedo cable that you have here, that looks good. So when you have tranny leaks, a couple different places you want to look. Pan gasket, obviously. They're all inexpensive fixes. Pan gasket, speedo cable, and tail shaft seal. Tail shaft seal is about 15 bucks. Speedo cable gasket's about $1. And the transpan gasket, I don't know, depending on to buy a real nice one, you're probably looking at like 75 bucks. Floor pans on the car, all the way back throughout the car, nice and solid, both sides, driver and passenger. Off the dual headers, you come back to an H-pipe here with a set of Flowmasters. The entire exhaust system looks to be newer, or definitely in good condition. Frame rails throughout the entire car, the length of the body, all in good shape. No rust holes, rot holes, bent frame issues, anything like that going on. You got drum brakes in the rear of the car. By the way, all the tires are newer. They're all from 22. So let's check out our tread depth. There's your wear bars down there. When you get to the wear bars, it's time to put new tires on. Hopefully you guys can see in the video presentation, there's plenty of tread left before the wear bars. And then I just told you the tires are for 22, so there's no dry rot, no cracking, anything like that going on due to age. You got 12-bolt rear to pair with that 396 up front. The pipes that continue all the way to the back of the vehicle in nice shape. Nice set of brand new chrome tips on the car. And then Looks to be a newer gas tank as well. 1969 Chevrolet Chevelle. Let's put the wheels on the ground and go drive it. 1969 big block Chevelle. Horn down here. Horn button. Wipers. Work. Turn signals. Driver. Passenger. Tack. Gas gauge works. Aftermarket gauge is down below. Oil pressure, always a good thing to have. Battery voltage, and then of course your temperature. We'll keep an eye on the temperature through the test drive. Let me roll down the window here a little bit. It is upper 90s here in Florida today, so it's going to be a hot one. We're idling nicely, not wanting to stall out. The odometer, 79,823. True miles unknown. The title reads exempt, so do not know if that's true mileage or not. I got a clock here between the turn signals. That does not work. When you get the car, it won't be working because we do not fix clocks, and also the radio will not work because we don't fix radios either. The radio does not work in this car. Told you in the showroom presentation, you can see the carpeting up here next to the console, all nice and black. No color fade, no rips, tears. So the tears in the headliner right there on the passenger side, see it? Those are the two little tears in the headliner. So you'll be aware of that. Other than that, center console's in decent shape. You know, not excessively beat up. Dash pad looks to be in pretty good condition. Yeah, so let's take it on a test drive, see how the car runs out. Inside our 69 Chevelle, car rides real nice and smooth, track's nice and straight, pretty good, pretty precision steering, good play in the wheel, you know, the wheel's pretty tight, steering up front, real nice smooth ride, doesn't pull you to the left or the right, you know, track's nice and straight like the car should. The car has no engine, tranny vibrations, anything like that going on. No tire vibrations. Told you the tires on the car are relatively new. Car brakes real well. Our temp, we're cooling very nicely. You know, big block car should run this kind of weather, you know, being 95 degrees plus here in Daytona today. Probably running right about 200. We're cooling nicely in this vehicle. Brakes, by the way. No vibration, no pulsation, no pull. Real nice stopping power out of the 69 Chevelle. Gotta let some traffic clear here. Thank you. See, she likes it. Motor set up nicely. As you can see, I had to shut it off. I got to about 70. We're coming down now. We're only in a 45 mile an hour zone. It's Friday here in Daytona, so we got a lot of traffic out. Tranny shifts real nicely. Boom, boom. You know, runs through the gears just like it should. 55 miles an hour. Oop, got my hand in the way of the camera. We track nice and straight at 55 miles an hour. There's no kind of vibration, tire vibration, engine vibration, anything like that. Step on it again if I didn't have some traffic in front of me. Again, temp 190. By the way, you can get the tires in this thing no problem. I mean, the car's got great response out of the throttle. I mean, as soon as you're stepping on the throttle, boom, 396 is set up real well. Car does have a nice throaty sound to the exhaust as well. It's a nice sounding muscle car for sure. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach. Hanksters.com is our website. So we can find all the photos of this vehicle along with this video presentation you're watching right now. At our full retail price, our 69 Chevelle includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty covers the internal components of the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. It doesn't cover oil leaks, like from the valve covers or from the oil pan, or like a transpan gasket leak, or brakes, or batteries, or alternators. It only covers your major mechanical breakdowns of your powertrain. The warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States. Therefore, you could probably take it to most independent and franchise facilities as well as your dealerships if you choose to. You can't take it to your buddy Joe that you work with that tells you to bring over a 6-pack of beer and you guys will figure out that engine noise. Is the price of the car negotiable? It most certainly is. However, we negotiate the price of the car, the warranty comes off. Warranty is good at full retail price only. There's no exceptions to that, so you don't have to bother asking that question. Also, the shipping comes off. Time is money, and there is a time element involved in shipping these cars. You have to check out the driver, make sure they're properly licensed and insured to carry your vehicle. That's kind of important. Arrange the pickup, arrange the delivery, pay when they pick the vehicle up, or you know.
That smells good, buddy.
Thank you. Track the transport, you know, from our destination to yours. So you know, there's logistics involved in shipping, and we take care of that for you at full retail. And the negotiated cost, you'll handle all that legwork yourself. Maybe you are a.
What year is that? 68?
This is 69, 396.
Very nice.
Thank you. And the negotiated cost, you'll handle all that legwork yourself. If you are local to us here in Daytona, you want to drive this car home, you certainly do that. Or maybe you're a collector and you have your own trailer, you want a trailer at home, you could do that. Maybe make yourself a couple days here in Daytona Beach. There's a lot of cool stuff to do here, so a lot of people choose to do that. This car's fast. I was getting about 70. You run out of road, you know, and we're not on the highway, you just run out of road around here. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Central Florida, Daytona Beach. And once again, our website is hanksters.com. Hanksters.com. Check us out. We'd love to earn your business, add you to our growing customer base, not only throughout the United States, but throughout the entire world. We do export our classics as well. One last time on the temp for you guys. Look at that, 190 on this big block on a 95, 96 degree day here in sunny Central Florida. Hanksters.com, check us out.